Hey everyone, it's Andrew here from Can-Hammer, and today I'm just coming at you with a quick list rundown for my upcoming tournaments and just a small vlog. I guess I haven't done one of these in a while, so we'll see how it goes. This weekend I'll be attending the Renegade Open. It was sort of a last minute decision to attend, but Adam from the Boy Wonders fame made me an offer I couldn't refuse, so I guess I'm going to Minnesota. It'll be my first time attending the Renegade Open, and I'll be playing in their Batman events. They have two over the course of the weekend. The first one is a 350 rep, just regular tournament, and the second one is pretty interesting. It's a smaller points tournament, so it's only 250 rep, $1,000 funding. Haven't played anything at that size before, so it'll be interesting to see how I do. I don't know how well my crew is because I kind of just put together things that I thought would work, but I'm not sure. One of the interesting things about both events is they're going to be using the two list system. So you pick one crew and then you make two lists within that crew, and you sort of decide at the beginning of the game which one you're going to use for that. Now I guess the theory behind that is you make more tailored lists that do one thing as opposed to all-comer lists. I don't know if I really did that too well, as I'm looking at my list right now. I kind of just made like fighty lists the whole time. Maybe I should have made more objective runners or like control lists, but I kind of just went with what I felt more comfortable running, so I guess hopefully I'll do better. Although seeing some of the other lists that people plan to bring, looks like going to be a lot of heat there. It's going to be a tough slog, and as you guys know from my past tournament experience, I'm not the best tournament player, so I'm sure it'll be fun either way. So yeah, 2 days of gaming, and I guess let's just check out my two lists for both events. Alright, so here's my first set of lists for the 350 rep games. So I opted to take the Brave and the Bold. How it works is sort of the stuff in the middle here is what's in both lists, and then here's the changes I've made to it. So my first list, I guess starting from right to left, I got Commissioner Gordon. He's got the heliport upgrade, obviously. John Constantine here in the back. I broke off his little skull smoke by accident, unfortunately. Then I have, I guess in this grouping, Arkham Guard number 3. He's the guy with the riot gun, and Sierra is in the back behind him. Then in both lists, I have Larita, Quick Response Team number 3, Quick Response Team number 1, and Agent O'Connell. For my first list, Larita is carrying a whistle, and that's it for that. Then my second list, I went with my old Red Wing list. So Arkham Nightwing is the leader. Then I have Arkham Red Hood, Alfred Pennyworth for that extra money. And then for my henchmen, I have Larita with a whistle, Agent O'Connell with a whistle, and then the two quick response guys. Now, both of these lists are basically just killy lists for me. Like I'm looking to get in. So either with this, with the Commissioner Gordon list, you know, try to just get off a bunch of shooting and kill what I can through guns. And then this one is sort of the opposite, so I'd use Nightwing and Red Hood sort of would run together and try to take down big targets in close combat, or I guess in Red Hood's case, using his guns as much as possible, with the Arkham Guards, or not the Arkham Guards, but just the henchmen there to clean up or maybe rush objectives. But for the most part, like, my game plan is just to kill shit, maybe grab a couple objective points towards the end of the game. That sometimes works in my favor, sometimes doesn't. Depends how well they're able to shut down my damage output, but that's usually my basic strategy when I play. I'm not really sure on strategies yet, although I do have sort of a week to think out a few of the ones I'm going to pick. Most likely, with both crews, I'll try to take the Brave and the Bold one, where people with handcuffs can arrest on a just a special instead of a move in a special, just to get a little bit more action economy out of characters to clean up. But as for anything else, not too sure yet. But we'll see how it goes. So yeah, those are my two lists for the 350. Should be fun. you know, they're both lists that I've run fairly extensively, so I'm familiar with how they play on the table and sort of their weaknesses and strengths up against, you know, certain crews, and the way I should do things if I face certain models. So yeah, hopefully I do well with those, and those are my 350s. So I guess with that, let's check out my 250 lists for the Renegade Open. Alright, so for the 250 rep tournaments, I chose to pick the Joker crew to take. It's the other crew that I play probably most extensively and the one I have the most experience playing. I was thinking of taking Bane for this, but I really didn't have too much stuff to make two sort of different lists. And to be honest, just I love the Joker. He's so cool. So again, same format as before. So the stuff in the middle is what's in both lists, and then the edges are the differences. So for my first list, again starting from right to middle, Joker is my leader, clearly. Then I have Borgon the Cursed, and he's rocking a grapple gun. Then I have Harley Thug #1, that's the chainsaw dude, and he's also rocking a grapple gun. Then I have Hobo Clown, and finally Master of Ceremonies. So again, a small list, 250 rep. Doesn't get you as much as usual, and I took a lot of expensive dudes anyway, so basic strategy with this is just sort of have Borgon and Punker, the chainsaw guy, rush in with the grapple guns and try to kill the big stuff, while the other three sort of just sit at the back. Cool thing about this Joker is he can basically make anybody a bodyguard for him. So another thing too I might plan to do is run him with Borgon, who has a ridiculous amount of endurance, and just throw any attacks going on Joker onto him. I would have probably preferred to take the new limited edition Joker, the guy, the Killing Joke one with the camera and the Hawaiian clothes. He just seems a little bit more, I don't know, I guess good. Being able to blind stuff with the flash camera is sweet, but unfortunately I am not able to get my hands on him just quite yet, although I do think I will be getting one in the near future. My other list, the only difference is I took Rasta Clown with his sweet assault rifle and Harley, and in that list I had to drop the Batclaw off of Punker. So it will be a slightly slower list, though I think Harley's speed and just the amount of damage she can put out with that crazy mallet of hers kind of might make up for that. At the same time, I will have the you know, the assault rifle with accurate, I believe this one has, so that'll be a nice bonus as well if there is something, you know, if someone does rock up with a larger model, say like the new Grundy or Killer Croc or something. I'd probably prefer to take them out at range with a solid assault rifle, and usually those larger models have a lower defense rating anyway, so I should be able to get those hits off better. I just feel that I'd rather just risk some shots and not have to get in close combat, because if either of these two guys whiff on their way in, you know, they can get taken out pretty quick. Again, I kind of just went for killy lists, although, you know, with Harley and with like Hobo Clown through a sewer, I can have a couple of half-decent objective runners, especially in Harley's case where she's just so fast, but she's also able to defend herself when she's there, or use her to push models off of objectives with her push mallet. Although I do think I'll probably run this list more than this one, just because this is more for a special situation if I do want to take something out at range. Again, excuse me. Again, I guess I won't know what my opponent's playing until we're actually setting up, but I guess that would be my mindset behind it is, okay, he's got some big models there, I'll bring the gun. If it's more just regular henchmen or even like fighty guys like Batman or something, then I'll probably go with this one just because I have more confidence in their ability to take those models out than just trying to shoot them. But I guess we'll see what happens when I actually start playing. Again, this will be my first time hitting the Renegade, so I am pretty excited. I've heard a lot of good things from Adam in the Boy Wonders. He talks it up every year, and could never make it until now, so I guess we'll see how it does. I do plan to do a bunch of content while I'm there, probably get some interviews with some of the local guys around that area, maybe get in a few games, and I'll do, you trash my place, and I'll get a few recaps of how my day is going throughout the tournament. Probably expect me to be sadder as the day goes, depending on how well I do, but it should be a good time either way, and I'm really excited for the opportunity to make it out for this event. I guess with that, we'll see you in the next video, and hopefully in a week or so I'll have a bunch of that content up from the Renegade. Alright, thanks for watching.